Now that you've set up your settings tab and set up a project, and you come back to the new tab down the bottom here, you have a site diary. The site diary is designed to allow you to get the information that has happened on site back to you in a PDF format. Simply hit site diary, pick the project that you want to pick, and then it automatically brings up the date, the address and a site diary number. First thing I always do is pick the weather. So today was sunny all day and it might have been cloudy in the afternoon. It also could have been windy in the morning. Hit save. Then you want to notify the trades that are on site. In here, click on their name. You can hit on the plus button here and pick them from your address book, but in this case we'll just put Bob the plumber. Hit save. In the notes section we can write in exactly what they did on site today and whatever else you want to enter in there. Pick the start time. It defaults for 7 AM every morning. Hit save. Change your break time to 0 minutes. Hit save. Hit your finish time to 3:30. Hit save, and it tells you that they've been on site today for 8 hours. Hit save. You can continue to do that for more and more trades that you've had on site. The next thing you do is the staff on site. Once again, it's exactly the same thing. You can put in here that Paul was on site today. Hit save. Write in what they did, and hit save. The time he started, 7 o'clock. Had half an hour break. Finished at 3:30. 8 hours. Save. And do that the same for the rest of the trades. Next thing it does is ask you which visitors you had on site today. In this case here we had the engineer and slab inspection. Hit save. Back. You're going to keep adding more visitors. The idea behind this is that it reminds you each time as you go through the diary about your staff, your visitors and instructions received. Instructions received would be maybe your client came to site and requested new window to ground floor, for argument's sake. Materials and plant used. This is where you can pick the plant and materials that you guys have used on site. In this case here, if you want to add something new, you can come in here and you might be able to put in that you've used some 4B2 timber. Hit save. So now that will be on your list here somewhere, 4B2 timber. Your unit rate is where you add your units. If you haven't already put your unit in here, you can add it easily by just clicking here. In this case we use timber by lineal metre. Click that. The quantity we used 120 lineal metres and a rate of $1.20 per metre, and it tells you the cost. That's where you use materials and plant. Delays, it's just a simple little field that if you've had delays you can write them in here and notify the office of that. EAT is just about your foreman notifying your office that an EAT needs to be done. We've actually written an app called EAT for EATs to be done, so it's another application that you can buy. Project notes is where you can come in where they can see that we need to request some materials. In here you could say that we need some more 4B2 or whatever it is you might need. Trades to contact, you can write in here that you need to book the plumber for next week. Save. Off hire is where you off hire your plant and equipment that you've had on hire. Variations, you can write in some variation information in here, or you can simply tell them to see the 001 and I'll show you how to do a variation in another video shortly. So hit save. Deliveries, obviously your deliveries that you've had on site today, so you know what's been delivered. Add new notes. If I haven't got something in the application that you want to have in here, I've made one here for neighbours, so you can simply write that and then pick that and come in here and write notes about the neighbours. Obviously they're always complaining about the noise of the radio. So that's that section. In here is where we can use our just put in a note about some tools that we've used. Under OH&S it's about notifying the office that you've done a toolbox talk or you've done a safety walk, an accident report, or PPE is required, which is personal protective equipment. So if you've done a toolbox talk on site today, simply hit yes, and it's asking, well, have you completed a form, yes or no? No. Is the form to be completed? Yes. Action required? Yes. Notes, sunscreen required on site. Hit save, bang. And same for safety walk, accident report and PPE. The next thing that comes along is damage reported. I wanted to know if there's damage that's happened on site. So if there has had some damage on site, this is an area where your site supervisors can report back to you that that is happened. In here is where the foreman basically puts in his hours that he's supervised, and he can put in here his notes at supervised site all day, whatever it may be. Save. And production summaries, where they can write in here that they've installed the ground floor concrete, the windows have been delivered, and basically give a quick general overview of where everything else is up on site. And no workers on site is if there was no work. Once you've basically done that, actions preview, and it basically gives you all that information in a PDF document. You can also go hit actions, attach a photo. If you attach a photo, 5 photos is the maximum amount of photos you can attach to it, and once you've attached those photos, once again hit actions, go back, hit email, and the document, all you have to do is plug in the person's email address it wants to go to, and you've already in the settings put in the CC or the blind CC, that'll already be included, and you just hit the send button on your email and off it goes to the office.